Welcome back to the Vivz and Banks podcast. What's going on, man?
What's back?
It's been a little second and we have a lot to talk about. Obviously, if you've never watched the podcast before, we talk about everything Afrobeats. And so today we're going to be mainly talking about Rema's project that literally just dropped today. Very consistency.
Wait.
No, don't
today?
worry, I'm giving him a
Yesterday.
very special... Huh?
It dropped yesterday.
Last night. Midnight.
No, you don't
Today.
watch it. No.
Anyways.
They're going to watch it tomorrow. So yesterday.
Okay, 2 days ago then.
Yesterday.
Jesus. Alright, Thursday night.
I'm following.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You have to make them feel like
I'm following.
Anyway, Rema's project just dropped, so we're going to be talking about how we feel about it. And we've got an amazing guest with us.
You've probably seen him on your YouTube channel.
On your feed.
Yeah.
Come on.
They've pushed
And for those of you that haven't clicked.
Yes, his name is Be Unique. It's good to have you, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me on.
Yes.
You're welcome, bro.
It's been highly anticipated.
Yeah,
from myself especially.
Yeah, from all of us.
I would say that.
Yeah, for me too. I'm not gonna lie.
Manny's been low key supporting the pod since it started, high key, definitely high key, and we really appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
So it's nice having you here.
No,
If you haven't checked out his channel, he does Afrobeats reactions like us, reviews, and a whole bunch of content about Afrobeats. So go check that out.
Yes.
But yeah, Rema's project. We're gonna get into it.
Are we starting with Rema or are we going into
Maybe
our VB
we'll
charts? So we get that out of the way and just then dive into Rema, because Rema's one, no interruptions in it. You don't want to like rush it and then do VB charts.
All right, cool. So as you know, we've started a new segment the last couple of weeks called VB Charts, where we basically created our own charts because we don't want to rely on the mainstream one. So we've put together some songs. Manny's picked 4. We've picked 3 each, so we've got 10, and we're gonna break down which ones are our favourites at the moment. Should we start with Manny's?
Yeah, man, let's go.
Have you connected your phone?
Yeah, man, everything done, man.
Right.
Before
Manny.
we do get started, I am a bit biased. So if you're wondering why, there's more than one Oduma the Black song on there. Because I'm a hardcore fan.
Yes.
Yeah, and also next time don't even tell them. They should figure that out
Yeah.
themselves. Because these days everything is made easy for these guys, man.
No.
Come on,
But you
man.
went to his concert. It was good, yeah?
No, that was lit.
Yeah?
That was lit. Inclusive of my voice being gone for about 2-3 days. I actually enjoyed it, like hands down.
I can imagine.
Like
He
hands
brought out
down.
Skepta, innit?
He brought out Skepta. Yeah. Not that I don't have any problem with Skepta, don't get me wrong.
Okay.
But I was expecting a bit more Afro blood. Like
Okay.
Afro beats
Like
personnel.
people's- Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Someone like Black Bones.
Okay.
Someone
Okay.
someone
I hear you.
just someone maybe Crayon maybe, just splashing a bit of
Yeah,
I love that.
I
I
hear
say
you.
splash.
I hear you.
The
just
splash.
just a splash. Just splashing a bit of Crayon. Something.
Alright,
But yeah.
cool. What's Manny's first pick?
So Mr. Manny here picked one of your picks, Pigeon and English, right? So that's Benson's one, so we're just gonna play like a quick snippet. You already know how it is.
But then I miss you laying in my sheets. Sure you don't see us, my heart till I bleed. I don't wanna lose you to what I did.
It's depressing to start with. You're just thinking about gal. That's what I'm thinking about.
Celine Dion, right?
Celine Dion.
Celine Dion. Now we'll just move on to the next. This is the second pick.
Time for the motto, nobody interrupt. I spend a lot, I see. Time for the motto, she give me garanotto, Angola notto, I see.
Celine Dion. Hey, someone needs to teach me to sing. I feel like that's the final piece.
It's not that deep. Your vocals was alright just then.
What? Don't do that.
Right. Then what's the third one? Is Maneuver. That's
Hey,
Gwenzi.
Gwenzi.
So
Yes,
we'll go to that one.
Balance, from Echo to Dallas. She's in the pants and dollars. Cause I want them color.
And the last one you chose was
She be commend me.
that's my jam too. That's my jam.
He's so jokes for that song, man.
Bro, that song
That
is
song
perfect.
yeah,
Perfect.
It's jokes.
I told you this. He understands what I need,
It's so jokes.
especially when I'm going through things. He just she be comment.
It's jokes.
She been coming. I tell you rather when I throw it, she been comment me.
You know the funny thing, yeah, with your choices, right? You've just introduced some songs to some people. Like they never knew that.
Yeah, because they're kind of hidden.
They just go,
Yeah.
oh, this is like sleepers to them. Do you
That's
get
true.
it? Yeah.
Especially that Gwenzy. If you haven't heard that,
Yeah.
go and listen to my boy. That's what I have to say.
That's
And
true.
Celine
This
Dion.
guy-
To be
yeah.
fair, I've been sleeping on that one, you know.
What's
The
Celine
Adjurals.
Dion?
Celine Dion, yeah. Because there's other ones on the project that I liked more,
Yeah.
so then I gravitated towards
Celine
those.
Dion.
That was a slow burner for me. But once it caught on, the whole thing was on fire. The whole thing is on fire.
For Vivz, the song you picked this week is
Which one's that?
Burna Boy.
Yeah, boy! It's Burna Boy!
So what you hear next is Higher, yeah?
Yeah.
For the people who they sympathize, I got go make them larger.
So next for you chose. Did you pick a Rema song?
Rema. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Let's
like that song, man.
Yeah, it's a
Have
good
you heard
song.
that song yet?
Nah.
Yeah, he can hear it now.
Such a, yeah.
Yeah.
You know that one? The hip hop reference.
Yeah.
Yippee-yi-yo, yippee-yi, that's pretty much it. And the next one is
Olamide.
that's Olamide
Moro.
Morore. Baba Morore. It's interesting to hear that because obviously growing up, yeah, you know the history. Paul Ikedairo, that's the tune I used to hear in the house. So it's just nice to hear that he's sampled that, and that's what we need from Afrobeats artists anyway, to be able to.
When beauty calls, I must to show. But Baba Moro already knew I am. Baba Moro already knew I am.
Play your ones.
Right, so that's that was Vivz's choices.
Yeah.
So that's Olamide, Burna Boy, and the man himself, Rema. Well, mine, you know me. Yeah, we gotta keep it real, keep it nice and fresh. All my picks are from the UK. UK Afrobeats is the best. I know some people might disagree, but it's the truth. Now this one is Billo, Malogo, World, and Sona. Africana. It's a banger.
Nice song.
Yeah. So if you can hear it, that's Africana.
Yeah, you know me, yeah. Yeah, them everywhere. Oh, I like them move. I've gone everywhere. But no place like.
So that's Africana. And the next one I'm going for is my boy HEIS and Tim Does It. Shake It.
Ticket fires, she well aware of my weaknesses. Hold on, let me get bleep tested. Yash, looking like cash.
It's already, I can already tell this one is instrumentally driven. Yes, I'm hearing the high life.
What? And that's a banger. And my
Yeah, I
last
feel like
one
I'm gonna
is
like that one.
So sorry, I didn't say HEIS and Tim Does It. Shake It. And my final pick is Temptation. My guy Adejosh, Alana, and Maria. That's a banger too.
Nice.
Temptation, I wouldn't have it both ways. Temptation, papaya. So tell my baby girl I will be there shortly.
And yeah, man, that's it. That's it for us from the Vivz and Banks.
Alright, VB charts out of the way. We're gonna be posting it anyway, so you can see our top 10.
Actually, we should start a playlist. So we just put it on a playlist.
Yeah,
and
we'll
share
put it on a playlist. True.
So in case you
Alright,
missed it.
the real reason why we're all here today.
Is it the real reason? I thought we missed each other.
Nah, I don't really want to see you, to be honest.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
But,
so the real reason.
the real reason we're here today is to talk about Rema's project. He is HEIS, whatever you want to call him. Oh yeah, something really embarrassing happened. No, something really embarrassing happened.
Okay.
Because HEIS means number one in Greek, and I didn't know that, even though I'm Greek.
Well, not
But I think it's a
surprising.
different type of Greek anyway.
I'm
but
learning something here. What,
Yeah,
HEIS?
HEIS
means number one.
apparently,
Okay.
Yeah. I'm Greek Cypriot, so it's it's a slightly different.
Okay.
But yeah, apparently in Greek it means number one.
But I don't
I
think
see
he
what
meant
you
HEIS though for the album. You know when people say I'm Himothy? It's him.
Yeah, him.
He was trying to do he is.
Oh, then he just merged
That's what
it.
I think anyway. So he's just trying to play him
HEIS.
as, hey, listen,
HEIS.
if you have a billion
Clever
stream,
Ewan.
if you have a
Yeah.
billion streams on a song, you can do whatever you want, right?
I'm telling you,
It
bro.
doesn't have to be great. You just do whatever you
Just
want.
throw anything in there, man.
Everyone will go with it.
Any concoction.
Alright, so the project, have we digested it? I know you partially.
Partially.
Yeah.
Clicked on about 2 or 3 songs. I did see the features on there. I saw Is it?
Your
I did
guy.
see Odumodu Black there.
Yeah.
But I deliberately chose not to click on that one. Just because I'm biased, so if I click on it, I'm more than likely gonna
like
gravitate to that one first. So I'm thinking, let me
I love that.
consume the sound first of everything else, the entirety of it.
You're gonna like that
Before,
song.
yeah.
Yeah, you
Is it slapping?
It's an okay song. It's okay.
Yeah.
I told you, that's my boy, bro.
Yeah, it's an
That's
okay.
my boy,
And the
bro.
other feature was
Shally Poppy.
Shally Poppy.
Yeah.
Benin Boys, yeah, you've heard that.
Yeah.
I actually
Benin
think
Boys.
that the two features, looking at the sound he's trying to create, it makes the most sense.
Yeah, those are the people that fit into it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
they-
very intentional.
energetic,
Yeah.
joyous, playful. You know.
No, but they both have that like twisted, dark.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like-
They're very playful. That's it. You're not gonna have a whiz on that kind of song. What's whiz gonna do?
Yeah.
True.
Slow the tempo, and that's not his sound. So
It's
yeah.
more energetic than
Very
Wiz is more
energetic, very
party,
chilled.
but yeah.
Very
Sexy.
chilled.
Yeah.
Smoke weed, blow the smoke slow.
Yeah.
That stuff there. You know the ones there. Yeah.
Alright, how are we feeling about the album though? What are you saying?
Greatest album, man. Wow, see, they don't believe. That's the greatest album.
He's
Hey,
gonna piss
listen.
me off today.
No. Honestly, Rema outdid himself. Well done, Rema, man. This is what we, the Ravers, have been calling for. We've been asking people to drop something unique. That's to his now. You get me? So shout out to all my Ravers, man. That was dope. Dope album. Is that an album
So what's your
or an
favorite?
EP?
What's your? It's an album. What do you mean?
I swear.
That's like 12 songs.
Yeah,
I would call that
11
an
song,
album.
yeah. True.
What's your standout songs?
I've got
If you have
5 that I have put down here. To be fair, actually I have 6, but I'll just put it down to 5. To be fair, I don't want to waste people's time.
Wait, have you
So-
both finished it? Have you both
I've listened to
the whole thing?
I've listened to the
Okay,
album twice,
okay.
and I'm here to tell the truth, guys. So yeah, so it's a good song. You already know that.
No,
song.
that
I
is
love
actually a
that.
good song.
It's a banger. I love the
won't
beat,
lie.
everything. It just takes me back to when you're in the studio and you're trying to experiment with beats and something slaps and you're like, yep, this is it. You just
We're
start
just gonna
going.
follow that one, innit?
Yeah, no, gonna lie. Look at my haters. That's a banger. That's a banger. Benin Boys, obviously, again. Unfortunately, normally I don't do that thing when if you've released a song, I don't
You don't
classify.
revisit it. Oh.
But listening to the album, it flows well. So I thought, you know what? I'm a raver, man. I have to make an exception for Rema here. So let's go with that. So the other one is Now I Know. War Machine.
Yeah.
War Machine is the one with Odumodu Black.
Wonderful.
Then He Is, the self-titled
Yeah.
song, and Yayo. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I would have added Villain.
You know what? To be fair, if I was gonna stretch it, Villain was the
Villain.
one I was gonna do. But I
Villain
just
is
thought,
a really, really
yeah,
nice
it's a
song.
decent song.
Is
Yeah,
it?
true.
My top favorites was Yayo. I think that one is the standout one for me. Then
Yayo
He
is
Is
good.
because it had like an Indian Bollywood feel with the lady in the back. Did you listen to that one?
I haven't listened to that one.
Okay, it's got
I
like
spun the
a
first two.
lady doing her thing in the back, and it gives me a bit of a Bollywood feeling. Yeah,
Because you can hear it, so I'm just gonna.
yeah,
Yeah.
play it a little
Go
bit.
on.
This is He Is though, or HEIS, if you know.
Okay.
Skip it a little bit to the.
Dun, dun. I think I've heard this one. Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, so that's that. I love that. That's that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Understand.
What's your overall take on the album?
I've got a few, to be honest. I've got a lot to say about the album. I
Oh
really
yeah, go
do.
for it. Please.
I think first of all, everybody's kind of leaning towards the fact that he's experimented with sounds in this album, which I agree with. But then it's kind of like it's a bit annoying because it's like everybody wants these artists to experiment, yeah. And everyone's like, oh, Afrobeats all sounds the same. We've heard it a million times, right?
Yeah.
Then we have a big artist actually doing something, different
Yeah.
or experimenting and not doing what maybe you would expect. And then people are like, oh, we don't like this experiment though. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like if you're going to ask for artists to experiment, we also have to be open-minded to what they're going to experiment with. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so with Rema, I've always said, expect the unexpected. And he's just proving my point that that's what he's doing. Like, I also find it very interesting that he had a big song like Calm Down. And he didn't try to copy that after. Do you get what I'm saying?
That type of sound, isn't it?
Yeah. Because bare artists, like once they have that global sound, they try to chase it again with the next singles after that.
No, it's true.
Or they try to repeat the sound or try to twist it a little bit to try to get that again. He didn't know because he straight away after that basically started dropping more of his trap version, Rema, and then now in this album, it is kind of that trap Rema, but with more of an experiment on sounds. So I think it's interesting. Personally, I don't think it's something I'm going to play every day. I think the album is... Some of the songs are quite abstract to me, personally. But there are definitely standout songs in the album that I really like. Like Yayo, for me, is a banger. Like, I know that's going to be one that I keep repeating. And Villain stood out to me a lot. And the one with Odumodu Black I really like. But yeah, I'd say, for example, Marcham and... What's the second one called?
Azaman.
Is it Azaman? Those ones, I think it was pushing the boundary quite a lot. And for me, I found it interesting, but it's not something I'm going to listen to every day. Does that make sense? Like, when I was listening to it, I was just like, okay, this is sick. This is very different. This is abstract. This is pushing the boundary, because his voice completely changed, bro. When I was listening to those songs, I was like, is this even Rema?
Do you feel like he's moving away from his original sound? Like, his identity sound?
Did he ever have one?
He didn't. He's versatile. That's the one thing that I would
That's
give
what
him.
I'm saying.
Yeah, like Calm Down and everything else we've listened to afterwards has been very different.
That's what I'm saying. Even before. He had songs like Do Maybe back then. Then
Sorry, are you guys saying his sound? His sound or his voice? Or
no, it's sound.
His sound.
It's just sound.
sounds.
It's sound.
Yeah. Okay, carry on.
Yeah.
Because he
The sound
asked
is
whether he's
different.
moving away from his sound, but I said, did
No, it
he
makes sense now.
ever actually have one? Because we've heard him in so many different
Landscapes.
Even if you
and all
look
that.
at some of the features he's done, like it's never been a consistent sound with even the features. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, I also feel... Sorry, I'm bare chatting.
No.
I also feel that this album surprised me in a way because it was more for Nigerians. More than I had expected it to be. Because where he's at now, he's just done the global thing. He's top 4, as he likes to claim he is, And so really, at this point in his career, he could have actually gone down the whole commercial route, really and truly.
Yeah, I hear what you mean.
But
'Cause it's
the album is actually quite...
for the natives.
Yeah.
You feel like.
I feel like...
But then, do you feel like he's doing that intentionally though? Because he's been releasing commercial music, what we would say commercial, that's consumable by everyone. But do you feel like when he does that, like releasing songs like Tyler and the Benin Boys, I feel like he's very intentional with what he's doing in terms of staying true to his culture and not kind of like just, I don't want to call out names and call out other artists, but just selling out in it.
Feel free, man.
Yeah.
He's not done...
I don't feel like he's selling out.
Yeah.
He stays within.
I don't feel like he's doing the whole commercial Western...
Yeah, he's not.
thing.
He's definitely not.
I feel like
He's still doing his
even
thing.
when he has gone on the global stages, even when he does do his speech, we've always seen that he tries to tie it into Nigeria and his roots and stuff. So for me, like, it was actually quite nice to see that at this point in his career, he's giving us an album like that. Are you joking? What is the chances?
As soon as I saw the green and white, I was like, there's no way.
My man.
Just rap it, bro.
I
Rap
said
it.
I'm here to tell the truth.
So those are my like kind of points right now. Obviously,
No,
I'll feed on what you guys have got to say. But yeah, what do you feel about what I've just said? Both of you.
I mean, in terms of the sound, I would say that I'm in agreement in terms of what I've been listening to from him. In terms of like, he still stays within Afrobeats very well, I would say. It's like he doesn't dabble into... You can still hear like the slight hip-hop bounce to it, but the fact that he's solely... How can I put it? The fact that his sound is not mixed in with other culture, you can tell that he's an Afrobeat star, he's a Nigerian star. It's the fact that his sound is not... What's the word?
Do you not think he
What-
is mixed though? with like hip hop, trap, all of them?
Not purely though. Not purely though. I feel like it's a bit of everything though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
But it's still, when you listen to it, it doesn't sound like something that is made out in the West. Like it's not Western music.
Yeah, I hear you,
So
I hear you.
for me, if I'm hearing something and it's heavy on the drums, just everything is just in your ear, and you can tell that this is not a Western superstar, in my opinion. But he does very well to keep originality. That's the best way I can put it.
That's true.
In terms of his culture, the sound. Yeah, let me not go too much off topic, because my train of thought is now doing something. Yeah,
free,
doing
bro.
something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting.
You're very quiet over there with your Nigerian flag.
Yeah, man.
He has a lot to
Great.
say. I
No,
can
I
tell.
don't have much,
Yeah, he has a lot.
What do you think about? What do you think about what I said about? How do you feel about what I said about him not doing a very commercial album? Do you agree?
Listen, they're all doing commercial sounds.
You
listen,
reckon?
at the end of the day, like I said again, there's a difference to perception. So you're coming from a perspective of, let's say, your cultural heritage or your roots, right? So let's say you're like a British rock star fan or whatever. There's a way you hear the sound. If we are all listening to a rock music, you can tell, like, okay, this person is being themselves, or they're trying to go global and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Obviously, Rema is very smart in the sense where probably the people he does have around him, I love the fact that they are playing into a brand. So I think last year or so, when this whole Bats evil thing people were talking about it and it was trending, I love the fact they just doubled down. Now, it's played well into his culture because he's not, you know what I mean, seeking validation from something he's not used to. Like the whole Bats and all of that stuff, that's the culture that's in Benin and all that stuff. So what he's done is he's doubled down on that because it's now, everyone is seeing it as a brand for him. So everyone's always evil. And hey, the best way to stay trending is for people to talk about you. So now this album just reflects every single thing that has to do with that dark, grungy sound. Like if you hear it, it's rock.
That's the best way to put it. Grungy.
It's
I feel like that's the
grungy
best way to put it.
Yeah.
It's a grungy sound, and
Yeah.
So, and there's no way you can do it without, you are not pandering, but you are doubling down on something. Someone has made a point about you. So the best way to make the person feel like, oh, okay, this guy's actually that person, is for you to keep it rooted in your culture. So he's not gonna go do Calm Down in this album. Look, the album cover, the whole Bats thing, HEIS or he is or whatever. It's all, you know what I mean? It's the theme is just what it is. So which I respect. Again, everything is commercial. That's the point. And again, my final point is, I always say I'm Nigerian. I can say this because it's true. The average Nigerian man is entitled and very arrogant. I'll tell you why. Everyone wants to have a sound.
Are you Nigerian? Where are you from?
Cameroon.
Okay.
The average Nigerian man is entitled and wants to be associated with starting something. Right? So that's why he started Afro Rave or whatever sound it is. So now in his mind, for him to say, I'm top 4, how do you convince the world that you're top 4? You have to be a pioneer of something. So he's decided to bring this Afro grungy sound to solidify his statement. So the fact is, that's a commercial sound. Now you have other kids in Benin or other kids in somewhere in Peckham that just started listening to Afrobeats 2 years ago, and Rema was the first entry point. They're now gonna build on this sound, and that's what he wants. He wants a thing where 10 years from now, like, oh, Rema started this sound.
I see
You get
that.
it? How we had Fela back in the day. So you know what I'm saying? Like, my knowledge of Afrobeats is pretty much vast. So a lot of times, it's if I tell the truth or I lie. And hey guys, I'm telling the truth now. Vivz know what I mean by that. So yeah, but well done to Rema. Rema is, if he says it's top 4, it's top 4. In my head, I know what top something is. But hey, bro, wherever you say you are in it. You are him in it. So
I feel like this album was almost him. I feel like he's bottled up all the hate, and then in this album he's just like, fuck you.
Just putting it all out
and
there.
also one thing he did so much in this album, which is the theme of the album, which is not unusual. I expected it. When you start to say your top 4, that comes with a lot of accumulation of wealth. This album was just talking about money all through. You listen from track 1 to the end, money was involved. Which is, again, that's good. If you're making it, you're making
it's
it.
It's affirming it.
I mean, he made
He's boasting, isn't it? Like he's flexing, basically.
On that he song, he made a lot of reference to politicians, and as a Nigerian man, that really hurts when you end up. But hey, what can I say? That's the only thing I don't like about Afrobeats and the fans. We got a lot of people that are not from Nigeria, not from the culture. They are just fans of the music, so they don't understand the cultural background of it. Then we have the people born in Nigeria that are naturally stupid and dumb because of celebrity culture and just fandom. They don't use their common sense. Like the same things an artist would say, and people be like, "Oh, that's so quotable. It's a quotable." But it's like, I'm not sure you want to be saying that, because you know what I mean.
When you translate it,
but. Oh, good. Well done, Rema. It's a great album, though. Great album.
Do you actually feel it's good?
It's very good.
Look me in the eye.
Subscribe to my Patreon to hear my lies. Subscribe to my page.
He's annoying, bro.
No, seriously, it's a good album. For what he's trying to do, it's an amazing album.
But how long do you think it's going to take for other artists to emerge out of the ground following that type of sound? Yeah, because I feel like he does carry that sound very well. That you've articulated the best way. I feel like, it's just that grungy, just grimy, and just.
I'll tell you something as well. That's
like I'm waiting for. I'm just generally just waiting for other artists because why I'm saying that, because pioneers are usually, we give them credit for creating something, but then now the younger generation, they're way smart. They're more just intuitive. They'll pick it up like that. I want someone to pick up that sound and do something that we haven't heard.
No, someone will pick it up, and that's something I want to allude to as well. Again, my Nigeria people, what we do well is we copy. We don't emulate. We copy people, and we overindulge in copying people. I can give you the most obvious one that you might be able to relate to in terms of Amapiano, right? It's oversaturated. We rinsed it. We smacked it up. We've done all sorts with it. But now, if I was to take it back to 1999, before when Afrobeats became a thing, like it wasn't called Afrobeats, obviously it was just Nigerian music, but the template was hip hop music. So we did a lot of sampling of hip hop music, because at that time the Nigerian people just loved rap and foreign music, right? And that was what was dominating the airwaves. Like and the Nigerian kids, or men and girls, women and boys and all the people thought, how do we get you, a Nigerian, to listen to my song? Oh, okay. All I need to do is take your favorite hip hop tune and just replace it with something relatable. So, like, loads of other songs. Like, I don't want to waste people's time here, but go follow me to hear more about all of that stuff next time. But the point is, they've just done this thing where they'll take a popular American tune or hip hop tune and they just do their thing. So the same beat, but it's going to be a different word, something you can relate to, and something you can be like, oh, this is dope. And that's how they drew people in. Like Area Codes by Ludacris, everyone know that's famously, people that know, it's famously done by Olumentane and Big Bamo. They did that. But it's area codes. Area. So you got. So when they go, instead of I've got, because I catch cold. It's like everything is just like raw. So me as a kid growing up, I'm like, this is dope. I'm going to school to do it. And that's how they just suck people in. So the natural way and how we do things in Nigeria is, you started something and you're famous. Oh, never mind, mate. You don't need to tell me twice. I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Because Wizkid started that same tempo. Rema came into it. You can hear that Rema was highly influenced by Wizkid. And what he did is, he made sure that he solidified himself, then he moved away from the sound. He went, well, I've taken what I wanted to show people that I'm good. I'm gone now. I'm going to go do my stuff. Do you know what I mean? So a lot of people do that. So that's what it is. So never mind, mate. People will copy that sound. If it gets 1 million views on TikTok and people are doing it, sold. Done.
This might be a stretch, but do you think Shally Poppy is somewhat close to the sound? Like, if you think about all the artists that we have right now, do you think he's probably the closest to what we're hearing?
To Rema's sound, in terms of difference, I think I hear what you're saying.
It might be a stretch, but I'm just putting it out there.
I hear what you're saying. You are onto something because Shally Poppy is not exactly.
Because hear me out. When I was hearing the album, I'm not trying to say anyone was copying anyone, but I was feeling like there was a Shally Poppy influence. I don't know why.
Oh no, what she's saying is something I had on it was the 10th item on my list.
Yeah.
Like there's 3 tunes there. Honestly, it's not just Shally Poppy. What Rema did, I have to commend him. There's a track, I can't remember the track. That was Ashake.
Which one?
I can't remember the track.
What, in the album?
In the album, that was Ashake. Everything, the sound, the exchange of references, the tonality, the way he moved, and the cadence was just Ashake style.
Yeah.
So, again, as an artist, you're always going to emulate or copy something successful, innit?
Yeah, there's definitely.
But she's not far from the whole Benin. Even Benin Boys was highly influenced. That's why I said that's the perfect marriage. That's why I rate X, the producer. He's such a dope producer, man. I've realized over 2-3 years now, he's been doing it. I've been saying it. X is dope. How he got the beat to sort of bring both of them together is incredible. So that's the thing. He's always, these guys are always gonna like.
Yeah.
You know, because at the end of the day, you need this person's audience. Yeah, just do the Drake, man. Yeah, just do
I would
the
say
Drake.
right now, like what's really popping is like the Shay vibes, Shally Poppy sound, innit?
Yeah.
And so when I was listening to the Rema album, I was like, I feel like he's understood what makes those sounds popular, and he's now tried to go west with it. Do you get what I'm saying? That's what I was getting from the album. Like he's kind of picking up what we like about those 2 artists that I just named, and he's like, okay, let me take this and make my own version.
Spin on it. Yeah.
That's interesting. That's an interesting take.
Do you hear what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
No, 100%.
That
100%.
grungy thing, because if you think about it, I feel like Shay Vibes and Shally Poppy also have that slight bit of grungy.
100%.
Yeah.
Even Odimodi Black has the dark hip hop.
Exactly.
Like, if Odimodi Black was in America, he would be the closest comparison to DMX, they would say, because of how aggressive he comes across and the energy and stuff like that. Like, what's his name? Shake your ass. Watch yourself. What's his name again? But yeah, you know the artist I'm talking about. I know he's cancelled. I know. But just trying to make a point. But yeah, that's the thing. And for me, every day I realize Afrobeats is not as exciting as it was back in days, because obviously it might be exciting to the people that have just come into the thing, to the culture, just hearing it, of course, naturally. It's just the same way most Americans felt jaded after a while listening to the same kind of hip hop. Now it's like, so a lot of times I'm not trying to be a contrarian. I know I'm a contrarian, but I'm not trying to be that. It's just
I'm telling you, we're gonna have to Google this afterwards.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what did he say again? Contrarian.
No, it's just that I'm not trying to be like I know I'm naturally a cynic. Like I'm cynical with things, but the truth is, no one is getting it the way it's only maybe few of us that were born there. We've heard the sound, we've seen the evolution and everything. We know what they're trying to do. It's gonna sound cold to a non-Nigerian. It's gonna sound amazing, but to us it's like, okay.
Yeah.
But
it's
people,
everyday thing,
but this is the thing where education. I'm not talking about going to school. This is where being open-minded helps. It helps because you understand music is subjective, fact. But the truth is, music is not just totally objective. Bro, if I come on here and I'm trying to drop a bar and it's not syncing with the beat, come on. And I know this is rubbish, and someone going, oh, yo, that's fire. Yeah. That's kind of stupid though. Like, that's not real. That's not true. And there's a lot of very, very overhyped artists right now in the scene, but we're just gonna go with the flow. Bro, all they need to do is just come and drop the same type of sound, same type of cadence, and people go, oh, that's a hit. And they're like, no, but that... Okay, never mind. Do you know what I mean? Because you don't want to be like the person people are like, oh, you're just a this.
You're just a hater, innit?
Exactly.
Yeah,
so, but this is nothing to do with Rema. Rema's one is, I love his experimentation. I feel like it's needed for him and for us ravers. You know what I mean? It's needed for us. We need it. You know, pushing forward. You know what I'm saying? We need to be able to brag.
Do you think it was needed for him to experiment though?
No, bro, you can't talk. You can't say a top 4.
No, but say needed though.
It's needed, yeah. It's needed to cement what you're saying, bro. It's like me telling someone, I can score. I'll bag a hat trick in a match.
And you're not proving
brother, you're gonna wait for my next match. You want to see me?
Everyone's
score.
watching.
Everyone's
It's
watching me,
like, show us why you're top 4.
Yeah.
It's
Do
like
you know
kind of
what I
that
mean?
thing.
Because we're not addressing the fact that, again, Calm Down is a very, very, very commercial, very, very, it's a very good commercial song. It's easy, digestible, relatable, because
Catchy.
people use calm down a lot. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
bro, calm down. So it makes sense. But no one is talking about the effects of Selena Gomez. Like, people tend to forget. Like, yo, it's a joint effort.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Getting to 1 billion streams is no. It wasn't just Rema. You get it? As much as it was him, but she contributed to it. So a lot of people, in how these people are, people wanted to copy that. So you saw there were loads of remixes that came out with another artist, something Cabello, something this, and you're like, brother,
Camilo Cabello.
yeah, it's not gonna work. Like, let's be real. But Calm Down was just an anomaly. Like, that just blew up because every human being can relate to it.
No, but
And
the
I-
marketing they pushed on that.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember as soon as it came out, it was like Jason Derulo was on TikTok.
And that time TikTok was...
They got so many people involved, and then it blew up. So yeah, the machine that goes behind getting 1 billion.
That's what it is.
Like
It's
it's
a
not
lot of
just
money.
that. It's not just that the artist does a catchy song and then it
and
goes
people start
that.
to use it. Yeah.
It can go somewhat
Yeah.
viral. Yeah?
Yeah.
Like what Oxlade did. That was with Colosa. That was a viral moment because of the performance video. But for what Rema did, I feel like the machine that went behind pushing that
Oh,
song.
bro, we know that, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
So it's
That's
not
a
as
lot of-
easy.
It's not as easy as people think, you know what I mean? So people try to bring out the stats, and I'm like, if we go into this conversation, I will lose you. Why? Because we're gonna just go different lanes. Because I'm talking from a very, very, very knowledgeable place, and you're talking from sentiments. So you're never gonna get it. Because the truth is, if we put that song with a lot of songs, you'll be able to say this one should go viral.
Yeah.
But hey, you have the machine, like you said, you know, that's what it is. And with this album, I feel like, again, he's got UMG. They're under UMG. They're just
Yeah.
gonna push it more,
Yeah.
which is good. And that way, you brainwash people into another sound. You know, I still think
It's gradual though. That's one thing I would say. It would be gradual. Maybe it would be more gradual for people in the West out here to consume it than it would be.
because
for,
that sound is not for Nigerians,
Yeah.
by the way.
Really?
You
It's not
reckon?
for Nigerians, by the way. Just so you know,
For who is it then?
it's not. It's for the Gen Zs, Western people in the diaspora. Yeah, and the
I see the Gen
hardcore-
Z thing.
and the
Yeah,
hardcore.
I would say it's more Gen Z.
Yeah, and the
I would-
hardcore
Wouldn't you say like
fans.
the lyrics and like the whole theme and everything is like suited to Nigerians?
No, not at all. Like
Really?
to some Nigerians, it's not at all. Because some of the beats on the thing, yes, I can relate to. I'm like, oh, I love this. Like pretty much almost all the beats actually on the thing, I'm like, bro, this is dope. But when I'm talking about, it's not for Nigerians. I'm talking about the lyrics and the beat doesn't merge well for an easy consumption for the average Nigerian man.
Oh
No.
yeah, I
fair
hear that.
enough.
I hear that.
Fair
You get it?
enough.
Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like what he's saying and the beat doesn't really. So that's why Ashake was like a messiah in that sense, because it made sense. You're just like, oh, okay, and my piano started something here. Zinoliski was very digestible because you just can marry it. And remember, in Nigeria, people tend to listen to lyrics a lot because we grew up on lyrics. Not now, people are just doing vibes.
Yeah.
Vibes and inshallah. Like,
Just vibes.
just vibes, man. Yeah, just vibes, yeah. So you know what I'm saying? So in that sense, it's like what Rema is saying on the track, you know, I mean, yeah, that's vibes. That's the
Yeah.
people here. Remember,
That's for
Afrobeats
us.
now, they don't make music for the people
But
back
that's
home.
what I'm saying. It's quite Shally Poppy of him to do that.
No, Charlie Poppy
Because
actually
what
is
he just
articulate.
did that not sound like Shally Poppy?
Yeah.
No,
I
Charlie
hear
Poppy
what-
is articulate. Like he's really
Yeah, but
articulate.
you see that like monotone, like
all of
like
them do a lot.
Yeah,
Even
they
Bernard
do,
does
yeah.
it. Bernard
Yeah.
does it. The truth is, again, and that's what for me personally listening to the album, I just realized, okay, this is not for the average man pushing a wheelbarrow in Nigeria. This is not really
Yeah,
for
for
him.
sure, for
'Cause
sure.
Everything Afrobeats is doing is just catering to the Western world. Why? Because that's where the money comes from. That's where the bookings. That's what it is. So, and I just pray things change someday because those are the guys that brought. Like, it's the Nigerians in Nigeria that made these people global stars in a sense.
Yeah.
Because hey, who knew Wizkid?
Yeah, before you
Do
guys
you get
did.
it? Then we just pushing. Wizkid. No one wanted to listen to Afrobeat. You get it? We had to force it, and then they realized, we need to get the Western sound and make it a bit digestible for them. And if they can eat that, we're good. And now they're just gone. So you see some guy come online chatting to the Nigerians like, I'm like, oh, yeah, it's cool. That's all right. You know what I mean? But with Rema, I love what he stands for. It's all branding. I love it. I always say there's negative PR and positive PR. Even if Rema doesn't believe in all the things he's saying, I love it. We need more people like that. Just come and lie. Nigerians love a good
Come
lie.
on and bring vibes.
I want to ask one more question. Maybe you can answer. So, do you think the album is going to last?
You
What's
mean
that?
age well?
Okay. Yeah. Do you think it's gonna like stay with people? Do you think it's gonna pass us by? What do you think is the impact of this album? Even though you haven't even listened to
that's
all
what
of
I'm
it.
saying.
Sorry, I'm putting you on the spot.
No, with the little you've heard.
But you
I mean,
kind
from
of
the
know,
little I heard, from
yeah.
the sound of it, I do feel like it's probably going to take a while for most people to digest it and to revisit it. But I feel like if you have that, if you've heard Rema, if you've heard Shally Poppy, if you heard Oduma the Black, that sort of grimy tonality to it, you won't be too put off by what Rema is doing. So if, for example, if Rema was your first, if I was introduced to Rema yesterday, and I heard him, and I haven't heard no Oduma the Black, say for example, so another like grimy or type of like energetic, upbeat kind of artist, I would turn away from it, to be honest with you. I would generally turn away from it, because to me, the fact, I say this because out of all my mates back in Essex, I'm the only one that listens to Afrobeats like that. Oh, yeah. When I play stuff like around them, you just see their head and you just see them just start feeling a bit like, what's this?
Yeah.
Especially
It's too abstract for them.
Yes, especially I've tried Shally Poppy 1 or 2 several times. If you're watching this, by the way, Tom Ahmed.
Man called the names.
Shouting out.
I love that. Hey, we need more of that. Man saying, yeah. I'm looking
You
at
just see them just sat there. The whole mood is changed. But I understand it though, because the sound is different, and it's not something that they are typically exposed to or used to hearing. But for me, someone that I would say, for people that have some sort of reliability or know of the sounds that have been coming out of the Afrobeat space, I feel like the album is gonna be around for a while in terms of how original and new the sound is coming from Rema specifically. So
Well put. I agree with you, I think. What do you think?
I don't think the album will, unfortunately, and I'm upset about this, man, because I want this album to age well, but I don't think it's gonna age well because there's a lot of sound. There are a few sounds on the album that I don't think people are gonna be accustomed to that quickly. You know, they're not just gonna get it quickly. Maybe the next project. It might just, if he sticks to the sound, it might just click, because the thing is, when people don't like change like that, so you have to remind them again. I know 1, 2, or 3 songs would make their rounds on social media. That's natural with the machine they've got behind them. You know what I mean? But let's say if Rema was just a new artist, I don't think this album would really linger about. But for us ravers, we're gonna push this album. It's gonna stay in your algorithms. Yes, I promise you that.
what's his qualms?
I don't know who DM'd him from the Raver Club yet.
Well, I'm a raver, man. I'm getting the album. No, I'm still not there, but I've got a strong jaw and I need to get into the club. Yeah, man. You know them ones there. But yeah, I hope it stays well. I hope, but at the end of the day, you can hope for something and it doesn't happen. But for the sake of just diversity.
But my question is, for you as a Nigerian, is there a case where you don't see this type of song being spun on a daily basis in Nigeria? Is it that it doesn't fit the type of scene that's happening in Nigeria, or is it like out of pocket? Like, what is this sound?
So
Are you bringing us a new sound or kind of thing?
Yeah, I think.
Is it that type of approach?
Okay, we know how the world is. The world is it's a weird place. You're rich, you're famous, naturally people just like you. You don't have to do too much, right? So the way, especially like, let me talk about Lagos, which is like the hub for people acting cool. Even if they're not really cool, they just want to act it. So the DJs there would want to suck up to Rema and his camp. Yeah. Because maybe a friend knows a friend. So they'll spin some of the songs, regardless if they like it or not. Bro, it's music. All I need to do is play a song 10 times. I swear down, you're going to like it. It becomes It becomes like a part of your subconscious. Yeah, it's just a repetition. So some of the songs will get spun. But I'm talking about because there's a difference between social media. We live in a bubble. People forget that this social media is not that big. It's just the bubble, and we think, oh, this song is popping. Go speak to the guy that is selling milk and in his kiosk, sitting out in his kiosk, minding his business, listening to the radio.
He doesn't know.
He doesn't know that song until it becomes a thing. So when people say things like someone like Naira Marley, the reason why he blew up that quick is because his music you can relate to. The guys on the streets can just like relate to it. So they pushed that sound. They really pushed that sound. Now, obviously, for the love of he's one of us, like the Benin Boys and the song Benin Boys or the people in Benin, they'll push it. But we're talking about radio play and social media. Like the social media is a small place, a small world. So when I hear people going, that's global, I laugh. Bro, do you know what global means? Billie Jean, snap my world. That's global. Bro, that's global.
Yeah, when you put it like that.
Yeah, so I mean, calm down. To you guys, might be global. There's someone somewhere in the country like, what is that? I don't know that song. So for us on social media, of course it's a global song. It's got streams, you know what I mean? But remember, when I was growing up, numbers didn't lie. Now numbers lie a lot.
They can
you know what I mean? Yeah, they can do what they want to do. So but I just pray that it does change something or inspire other kids to make new sounds and stuff like that. That would be great. Yeah. You know what I mean? So my piano is being phased out easily now. Just like slowly, surely going. Just push it to the side.
Are you happy about that? Are you? I thought you were on my piano guy.
You know what?
No.
It was really so close to Afrobeat. I mean, to house music that over time it actually started like
it's jarring.
It was just too much.
No, it's jarring.
It was just too much. The same thing that happened with house music with me. Like within the first 3 or 4 months, that's all I'm listening to. Everyone just releasing house music, the same thing here. Yeah. I'm now shuffling, 2-stepping the exact same moves. Like I can't be doing that, bro.
No,
someone give me something else.
That's why Afrobeats got to a stage because everyone is coming up with different things.
Yeah.
Why on my piano now you have to? It's not they're almost on the same template.
It's the same template.
The beat. Then they realize, guys, we're losing them. Let's add lyrics to it. So we're adding lyrics now. So that's why there's no big song this year. Like an African song that's big outside what we listen on social media.
I think we need to talk about that in the next episode. Alright guys, well thank you for tuning in for this episode.
Yeah man.
Talking about everything to do with Rema's project and thank you to our lovely guests.
Thank you for having me.
Man.
Do you want to be called Manny or Be Unique?
Manny.
Okay.
It's fine.
Manny.
Be Unique's the name of the channel.
Yeah, exactly.
But Be Unique Manny.
Okay, so thank you to Manny for coming.
Thank you.
He's going to be in the next episode, so tune in for the next one.
Yeah, and he's going to be wearing the same thing too.
Yeah, we're all going to be wearing it.
We told him like, when you go home, bro, can you come back and wear the same thing, yeah?
In the next episode, we're going to be talking about, we haven't got a song of the summer. Yeah, and I'm going to talk about some other stuff that I want to bring up. But guys...
Gang. All the gossips. Yeah, peace, yo. Peace.
See ya.